3, 2, 1, go. Hi there, so it's August 2023 and yesterday a very exciting announcement was made in the world of online indoor rowing. Well, actually it was kind of spoiled a couple of days before when British Rowing released this announcement for this year's British Rowing Indoor Rowing Championships, and there was this one line at the bottom. Now this is all around the EXR app, okay, available for iOS, Android and for Mac and PC. And what it is that finally they have given us competition mode, which is something that lots of the EXR users, including me, have been asking for a long time. Now it's in beta mode right now, which is a good thing because what it means is that we can shake out some of the bugs, but we can also make suggestions for ways to improve this. So I haven't actually used this yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a rundown of it today just to see what it's like. And this has to be a quick review because I've actually got some enchiladas cooking in the kitchen, all right? So let's get into connecting to EXR with this, my Concept 2. Now, if you haven't already, you're gonna have to update your app in order to get this new feature. And while you're updating things, do have a look and make sure you're running the most up-to-date firmware on your PM5 as well. So here we go then. If I go connect rower, and then if I go to connect app on my PM5, there we go, there's my PM5 rower. And that's now connected to the PM5. So here we go then, I have to try and work out where to find it. So I'm gonna go for start, there we go, competition. Competition mode is in beta, like I told you. So there we go, just hit continue. All right, so we get the option of 500,000. Okay, all right, so I have to do a 500 meter, oh crikey, I have to do a 500 meter race in order to get to the next one. So let's just do Boston. Ready, let's race. Right, race starts in a minute and a half. Okay, right, so what I'm guessing then is maybe it's asking, it's kind of polling to see if there's anybody else out there who's going to be kind of joining the race. And I know they do have AI boats, so whether those AIs are going to be based on other people who have done this 500 meter row and that's who I'll be racing against, I'm not entirely sure. I've got 20 seconds to go, but like I say, it's probably likely to be AI boats or something. You never know, maybe someone's around, maybe there's a real person. And I'll try and talk about that while we're doing it, okay? So
one thing I didn't see because my iPad was on the ground is that all of the names have a little ghost underneath them, meaning that they're actually ghost rowers rather than live.
Go, 3, 2, 1, go. And I'll get ready to start. Ah, see, that's confusing. There you go, there's a feedback for you guys. 3, 2, 1, go.
So for this first attempt, I didn't think to change the camera angle, so I'm going to whip through this one, and then the next race you'll see is me on the water rower with the view set to cinematic. The other thing to say is that EXR doesn't program the Concept 2's PM5, so you'll see your meters counting up rather than there being a countdown. But don't worry, as long as you've got your EXR account connected to your Concept 2 logbook, it will still upload a proper 500 meter row.
Okay, and then you get a nice training report for what we just did. It worked. It was a race that seemed to be against historic rows rather than real people, but I'm sure if there's a way to make it that you all kind of sign on at the same time, you could race with your friends, which is kind of the point of all of this. So now it's the turn of the water rower, and I've got the smart row pulley connected to the app, which is then broadcasting out to EXR. So let's see how the connection from all this to EXR goes and how the 500 meter race goes. So obviously the EXR app is already updated, and the Smart Row app on my phone is also using the most recent version of it. So hopefully this will be seamless. So once again, if I just go to connect rower, there you go, you can see Smart Row. You can also see my MacBook and my watch, but we don't need that for the rowers. And that's the Smart Row nicely connected. So I can just go to finish setup, and we'll go through exactly the same process again. Competition is in beta mode, yep. 500 meters. Now this time the 1000 meter race has been unlocked because I did the 500 meter last time, so that's good. So let's just race bled this time because we did Boston last time, and I've already been into the settings and I've set this to cinematic for the view. So hopefully what that means is we're going to get a whole bunch of different camera angles as I go through the 500 meter race. Once again, we have to wait for people to join, just in case anyone's kind of available to join, or I think it'll just be the AI races again. It'll be interesting to see if it's the same kind of names as before. Not that I can remember any of them. Once again, it says the race starts in 1 minute and 5 seconds, which in my brain makes me think that in 1 minute and 5 seconds, I should be getting ready to go. So that's my tip right now to the EXR folks, is to say, line up in 55 seconds or something, not to actually say the race starts in, because I think most people like me who've come to this for the first time are going to think that it goes 3, 2, 1 and then you set off, all right? Quick word about the Smart Row app in case you're doing it this way. I've set Smart Row to a 600 meter row, just because the way this app works is that it only broadcasts when you're actually rowing. So I need to hit start on Smart Row just to kind of prime it, and then it will only broadcast data through the rowing. So if I set it to 500 meters and there seems to be some kind of a discrepancy and it thinks I'm finished before EXR does, which doesn't happen, mind, but I'm just saying just in case, then this is why I've got a 600 meter row set on Smart Row instead.
Again, I totally missed the ghost icons under some of the names, but this time it looks like lane 3 is a real person.
So I'm not gonna make an error this time and start rowing before we hit 0. Different names this time it looks like. Here we've got the don't row before the start.
Don't row before
I get ready to line up. Oh, BB King I'm racing against.
Get ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Was just a little bit different to the Concept 2, just the first couple of strokes. When you take them, just feel different on a water rower, but it all kind of comes out in the wash. You also find with the Smart Row app that the first couple of strokes are a little bit loose, but it then, from a timing point of view, it makes up for that. So don't worry if, like you may have seen, that my first couple of strokes were down at 2:38 pace. Now you can see better with the cinematic view what's going on. Timing still isn't there for the oars of my avatar versus strokes I'm taking, but again, right now I'm concentrating more on my own rowing than I am the screen. I'm lagging behind. There's someone in front. How long have I got? 50 meters. Almost there. How did I do? So, possibly because of my result in the race for the Concept 2, it just put me up against people who were a lot faster than before. So that's good. So hopefully that's what it does, is that it, once you've done a couple, it will put you in a race against people with a similar time. So what I want to do is in post, when I'm making this edit, just to take a look and see what happened in that opening, to see how much time I lost for the Smart Row sending data thing, because that could be a potential Smart Row issue. It's nothing to do with EXR, but Smart Row app itself. So something to feed back to them if that caused the thing. Not that I'm trying to excuse the fact I came 5th. So anyway, that's a look at EXR's competition mode. Doesn't seem to be any guidance for how to join in with any of your friends, apart from maybe giving them a phone call and say, do you want to race at 6:55? And you both log on at 6:55. Possibly then you're going to meet up with your friend that way. I don't know, but it looks good. It works as a competition mode. It's a great idea, and it'll just take a couple of tweaks and things like that. And that's quite possibly poised to become what people start to use for online racing, especially, like I said, British Rowing have adopted it for Brick this year for a day after the main race kind of set of races. So that's really interesting, the fact that they've adopted it. So that, if nothing else, shows the value that this app has. So remember, you can download a trial of EXR if you don't already have it at exrgame.com. And of course, if you want to leave any kind of comment on this video, then please do let me know what you think of this, whether this is something that you would use or not. I'm sure the folks at EXR would check the comments and be interested to see what you think of it as well. And until one of my other videos, which I hope you check out if you're on this channel, I'll see you another time. All right, that's a strange goodbye. Anyway, I'm off for some enchiladas. Bye-bye.